How does paint breathe life into architecture and interiors? What is its role? Paint has several roles to play in enhancing architecture and interior spaces. They are climate-sensitive designs, providing well-being in indoor environments, influencing perceptions and emotions, and last but not the least, helping in creating new trends. Exterior paints have extensive roles in fighting against harsh weather conditions. The sun's rays can be harmful and can cause speedy aging of the building. Water seepage during rains could potentially weaken the structure. In this module, we will be looking at how paints can be climate sensitive and protect the built environment. Before we get into how paint can help protect the building, we must understand how paint can get affected by climate. Climate plays an important role while designing a building exterior. It varies with context. Climate is the long-term behavior of the natural elements in a selected region and is governed by specific features such as temperature, pressure, wind, precipitation, and humidity. Let us understand how paint is affected by these factors. Temperature is a weather factor that can affect exterior painting projects and the longevity of the results. Like a lot of other types of building materials, paint can expand and contract due to the changes in temperature. These actions can lead to cracks in the surface of the paint and make your home or building look older than it really is. Exterior paint is also susceptible to sunlight, especially when UV rays are at their highest during the warmer sunny months. Overexposure to UV rays is likely to cause your exterior paint to fade, which can significantly decrease the lifespan of your paint job. Humidity can have an effect on your exterior paint in two ways. The first thing to note is that you cannot paint when it's raining. Even if you paint quickly, the paint and wall material ends up overexposed to rainwater, which accelerates the deterioration process of the paint. It all comes down to the fact that paint cannot dry in the rain. Hence, painting during the summer months would be the wise thing to do because low humidity allows for optimal paint drying. Continued rain on a surface may lead to penetration of water through the painted surface, causing seepage. The third weather factor that can really do a number on your exterior paint job is wind. While a little wind helps to air dry a fresh paint job, it is also capable of causing your exterior paint to dry way too fast. The integrity and appearance of the paint can be compromised if new paint dries too quickly. This happens because the bonds in the paint are not able to form properly, which stops the paint from forming a proper film. Another problem wind brings in is debris. Wind can kick up dirt, dust, sediment, and particles and fling it into wet paint. How can paint be durable and last longer despite external weather conditions? How can paint combat sun, rain, dirt, algae, and mold? Several technologies used in developing paints can protect from the elements of climate like heat band technology, UV resistance, water resistant films, algae and fungal resistance, and dirt resistance. In the next segment, we will learn about how paint helps keep indoor environments healthy and beautiful. For good health and well-being, it is very important to have a good indoor air quality in our spaces. Let us look at how paints could potentially purify and produce healthier indoor environments. Which of these situations do you find more alarming? If you feel it is the first one, it is not surprising. Most often, the outdoor air quality and pollution levels are more subject to global concern. While it is crucial to take care of outdoor pollution levels, we tend to many times overlook the indoor air quality and comfort of spaces we design and inhabit. In fact, indoor environments are susceptible to 2 to 5 times more pollution levels than outdoor environments. So what is indoor air quality and why is it so important in well-being? Let us look at some sources. Some common indoor air pollutants are airborne particles, indoor formaldehyde and volatile organic compounds or VOCs, household odors and gases, ozone from outdoor air, and carbon dioxide. Poor ventilation in spaces could be a root cause to unhealthy indoor air qualities. If there aren't constant air changes in the internal air and if outdoor air is not being pumped in adequately, it may even lead to sick building syndrome. Sick house or sick building syndrome occurs when a house can't breathe to rid itself of indoor pollutants, resulting in poor indoor air quality. The second major source in various modern day building materials like certain furniture finishes, flooring finishes, paints, carpeting, etc. may cause damaging short-term as well as long-term effects on the health and well-being of occupants. These materials may release certain chemicals, allergens, attract pollen and mold, etc., which may impact drastically the indoor air quality of the space. VOCs or volatile organic compounds are emitted from several building materials and other household agents. Even paints may contain VOCs. Exposure to high levels of VOCs may affect physical and mental well-being. It is therefore very important to select indoor paints that are low on VOCs. How can paint overcome harmful indoor air pollutants? They need to be low on VOC, antibacterial, stain resistant or repellent, and must also be odor free. Always pick paints that help enhance your mental and physical well-being. Paint plays an important role in bringing new trends and staying abreast with times. Trends can be in various realms like color concepts and trends in new technology, and they can be influenced by various factors like abstraction of phenomena or an emerging need. Let us look at some trends in color concepts. How about inspirations from the past to envision a future? Color vision has palettes developed with certain futuristic color combinations named after prophets, visionaries, and wizards. Off-white breakthroughs in science. His name is synonymous with sci-fi and popular science. Some of his works have been turned into genre-breaking movies. His views on AI's robotics and over-reliance on computers have inspired many others to pursue similar topics, leading to technological breakthroughs. So, which color comes to mind when we talk batteries and robots? Well, grey would be one way to go. Isaac Asimov's collection has soothing pastels, grey tones, and tranquil colors. Brighter imagination for an orange tomorrow. Da Vinci was perhaps best known for his paintings, but the Italian wizard also made a few predictions that came scarily true. From bridges and geometry to hydraulics and the human anatomy, Da Vinci showed us just why he was labeled the Renaissance man. The Da Vinci collection has warm colors in pastels that energize and relax at the same time. Painting the storm red, talk about lightning and electricity, and the name Benjamin Franklin usually pops up. His daring red kite experiment in the middle of a storm proved that lightning was indeed electrical. It also proved that he was a man of unimaginable fortitude. The shades of red in Benjamin Franklin collection turn any space into a showstopper owing to its classy vibrance. The power of purple. Known for his high-frequency power experiments, Nikola Tesla's work has been immortalized through journals, books, and even movies. But even more impressive than his alternating current induction motor are his predictions about self-driving cars, smartphones, autopilot, Tower of Power, and his purple light-emitting death rays. These snapshots of the future define the man just as much as his inventions. The Nikola Tesla collection brings in a pop feel in pastels that makes spaces look like they are straight out of the future. 20,000 Shades of Blue under the sea. A true genius, Jules Verne predicted the future as he envisioned it. His stories weren't just tales of fiction, but pictures of a high-tech future that was way ahead of his time. From submarines to video conferencing, the moon landing, holograms, and modern cities, Jules predicted them all. The Jules Verne collection is with the use of cool blues that make you feel like you're taking a heavenly dip in the ocean. Binary green. It might come as a surprise to you that somebody could grasp the workings of a computer way back in 1843, but that's exactly what Ada Lovelace did. That wasn't it. She even predicted that machines like the analytical engine could be used to compose music and produce graphics. Talk about a long-term vision. The greens of the Ada Lovelace collection seem to bring the unbuilt into your built space inside out in a beautiful way. Wasn't that inspiring? Let us look at emerging trends in products in the next segment. Now that we have understood the role of paint in architecture, in this module we shall understand what paint is, what it is composed of, and what its types are. We will be looking at 3 sections: the functions and components of paint, paint technology, and the manufacturing process of paint. Come, let's immerse ourselves in the world of paint. Let us first understand the functions of paint. Paint is a chemical compound which, when applied in the form of a thin layer with the help of a brush or spray or roller, provides decoration and protection to a surface. We apply paint for decoration, protection, identification, and sanitization. Paint is more than just the color. It is a material that is applied as a liquid and dries by a variety of chemical processes to a solid. Let us look at some functions of paint. We decorate our walls with various colors, textures, and gloss. The paint we use should have protective properties like protection from harmful UV rays, chemicals, bacteria, etc. Here are some functions listed out. They even have special applications like fire protection, sound insulation, heat resistance, and a variety of other applications as well. Do you know what the parameters of paint are? Let us look at those. There are some terms related to parameters of paint that you may come across in product descriptions. Let us acquaint ourselves with these terms. Some of them are gloss, viscosity, dispersion, and hiding. What do these terms mean? What is gloss? When a surface is highly smooth, reflection of light will be more, thus resulting in very high gloss. When a surface is rough, some amount of light gets absorbed and transmitted, thus producing a low level of gloss. What does viscosity mean? Viscosity is the measure of material's resistance to flow. Viscosity generally decreases as the temperature increases. What is dispersion? Dispersion is a process in which a dry powder substance or pigment is mixed with a liquid. All the individual molecules and particles of the dry powder become separated from each other and are evenly distributed and completely mixed in the liquid medium. Now, what does hiding power mean? Hiding power is the ability to hide the surface of an object. Is it as simple as it sounds? Well, you must remember that when paint is applied in a very thin coating, it will lack sufficient hiding power. The hiding power of paint measures its ability to obscure a background of contrasting color. Hiding power is also known as opacity and contrast ratio. Now that you know some basic terms related to paint, in the next segment we will understand what paint is made of, what its components are. Ever wondered what's inside paint? It is made out of certain components. But do you know what their role is? Come, let's look at it. Hi, I'm binder. Hello, I'm extender. Hey, I'm solvent. I'm pigment. And I am additive. Hey, I'm binder. I hold the particles of pigment in paint. Pigments are in place after the paint dries because of my help. Binders are known as the heart of paint. They are responsible for holding coloring matter, that is pigments or extenders, over the surface during service life. The performance of paint film is mainly dependent on the quality or type and the quantity of binder. Hola, my name is Extender. I am very useful to you since I help you save money. I increase the bulk of paint. Extenders are also available in powdered form. They enhance opacity or hiding when used in combination with pigments. They provide body or bulk to the paint and help in improving opacity of pigments. Some examples of extenders are calcium carbonate, magnesium silicate, silica, clays, barytes, etc. Hello, my name is Solvent. My role is to help spread the paint on surface on which it is to be applied. Without me, the extremely viscous mixture of resin and pigment will make application of paint an extremely arduous and inconsistent process. It is for this reason I am also called the paint thinner. Solvents are known as the carrier of paint. Some examples are turpentine, xylene, toluene, etc. They are used for solvent-based products or enamels. Always note that solvent used for water-based paints is water. Some of its functions are they act as a carrier as mentioned, and they bring ease in application and dilution of paints. Hi, I'm pigment. I am made of ground particles and mixed into paint. Did you know that rocks, crushed insects, and even elephant dung were used to create early pigments? How interesting is that? Pigments are insoluble coloring matter in powdered form. They provide opacity or hiding to the paint. Pigments can be classified as organic pigments and inorganic pigments. The durability of paint is also dependent on the type of pigment used in paint formulation. Some examples of pigments are titanium dioxide, red oxide, yellow oxide, phthalocyanine blue, etc. Some of its functions are that it provides color opacity to the paint and is also responsible for paint film performance. The most common inorganic pigment is white titanium dioxide, which provides over 70% of total pigments used. It has a high refractive index and gives a gloss to the paint. Now, how are different colored pigments formed? Have you ever wondered that? In red color, natural red oxides of iron are used as pigment. In yellow color, yellow ochres are used as a pigment. In brown, oxides of iron are used as a pigment. In blue color, Persian blue, Paris blue, ultramarine, cobalt blue are used as a pigment. Hi, my name is additive. If I am used in the right order at the right time and in the right proportion in a paint, I can help improve the appearance, durability of coating and flow of paints. Additives are imparted in paint formulation to impart special function or properties to the paint. Some examples are wetting and dispersing agents, thickeners, preservatives, biocides, glycols, coalescing solvents, anti-skinning agents, flow and leveling agents, etc. Come on, let us all make paint. In the next module, we will learn about paint technology.